Unsurprisingly, students in the class of 2013 stand out in ways beyond their compassion for one another. We come from a variety of places and professional backgrounds. We have a full spectrum of interests and passions. Importantly, we pursue those passions with skill and resolve. This year's class speaker, Mr. Akshat Vishal Chaturvedi, is a true example of these qualities. Akshat is receiving a Master of International Public Policy, or MIPP, from SAIS, and is concentrated in energy, resources, and environments, and has a particular interest in environmental management and disaster risk reduction. Hailing from Bhuj, India, Akshat represents the best in us in his capacity to impact people globally. Akshat speaks over 6 different languages and has over 10 years of work experience in 4 different countries. Akshat has continued this influence in his studies at SAIS, as well as through his hard work as the MIPP representative of the SAIS student government. He also continues it today with his current work on green growth at the International Finance Corporation. It is my privilege to welcome to the podium my friend and fellow classmate, Akshat Vishal.
Thank you, Jim. I did not know that I know so many things here. Wonderful. As a child, I lived in a small village in the remote desert lands of India, where electricity and running water were luxuries. Watching the stars while falling asleep in the scorching open courtyard after the scorching summer day was a real joy. It happened on one such a night that my father came to me and told me a story. That story ended with a moral. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. The whole world is one single family. Like many of my father's tales, this also did not make much sense to me by then. But it kept echoing in my thoughts over the years. After a decade later, I woke up to the worst day of my life. India was devastated by one of its deadliest earthquakes, and my hometown was in the epicenter. When the screams of my friends and acquaintances stopped, and the dust of crumbling houses settled, I saw people from the country and all over the world rushing to help the survivors in my hometown. This catastrophe made me aware that moral my father told me once. The whole world is one single family. We are all connected. We are all in love with each other. We all have dreams. We all fear, and we all have aspirations. Oftentimes, in our daily routine, we forget how similar we are. And it is only a shock or adversity which makes us transcend our differences and reminds us of our commonalities. The Paul H. Nitze School of Advanced International Studies has attracted passionate and diverse crowds of students from all over the world. We came here from all corners of the world, from broad arrays of backgrounds and interests, and we just found each other here. We are globetrotters, citizens of the world, polyglots, and the news addicts who cannot have a conversation without any international reference. Who knew we were such a SAIS material all along? The admissions department must be so proud. We blended as MAs, MIPPs, PhDs into vast network of alumni and professors to become part of SAIS family. All of us got to know some sharp young minds and rubbed our shoulders with professionals who have done remarkable work in their careers. We learned about realism, climate variability, the 5 pillars of Islam, the quasi-experimental design for practical research, or it was semi-experimental, Professor Roman. But most importantly, about the very fact that most creative ideas come to us while procrastinating. In our classes, we sat next to Peace Corps volunteers, teachers, business executives, diplomats, civil servants, artists, athletes, military veterans, and if I may add, most likely, some future world leaders, or perhaps some dictators. Amongst all these diverse stories, there is one common theme that connects us SAISers: the desire and aspiration to go beyond our differences and work together to make this world a better place. This is what the SAIS family is all about. And cheap beers at happy hours. Whenever a layperson asks you, as a student of Johns Hopkins University, why neither live in New Baltimore nor study medicine, you explain passionately to the curious mind how your SAIS degree can save the world from wars, political crises, economic disasters, global warming, and all the other issues he had no interest to listen about. With your passion, you created some of the finest academic papers, participated in staff rights, cooked world food for international dinners, danced through the nights with Mankala and the Family 7, and provided unconditional support to your stressed classmates. You played ping pong, cricket, soccer, attended moot court competitions, and did some early morning yoga. Well, few of us. Not to mention the never-ending battle with your own selves, signing up for all 100 events, even when you know you will not be able to make it. And so now, we are all sitting here in this auditorium, reminiscing about the past, celebrating our achievements, and wondering about the future in these difficult times. But let me assure you that we are not alone. Our predecessors faced exactly the same dilemma. When our institution was founded, SAISers had to face the devastation of Second World War. During the Cold War, we were on the brink of a nuclear conflict and human extinction. And after 9/11, we started living in a world fearing religious extremism. The world has never been a perfect place for SAIS graduates, yet we have always been able to make the difference we believed in. International relations is not a field of study, it is a lifestyle. And SAIS has taught us how to respect and celebrate the diversity of this world, how to tackle the problems of our world from a multidisciplinary approach. And most importantly, it made us realize the world is truly one single family. This has become our SAIS style. There's a video on that, YouTube. I personally know that all of us sitting here embrace this lifestyle. My fellow SAISers, stay loyal to your SAIS style in your professional and personal life, either employed or fun-employed, as this will enable you to be a responsible future leader and make this world a better place. I guarantee you there will be bumps on the road, but whenever you face a hurdle, just remember my tale. A calamity may destroy your home, harm your loved ones, shake your world, but it can never take away your ability to recover and rebuild yourself from the rubble. And just like your family, your friends and the world can and do support you when you need it the most. Congratulations, class of 2013. And thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. The world is one single family. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Akshat, for that thought-provoking and inspired speech. And also thank you for all your contribution to the SAIS community during your time here. I, for one, can attest to that, since Akshat was one of the very first students I interacted with and had long conversations after I came to SAIS. As we reach the end, I cannot help but feel excited for each of you. In some form or another, you will all reshape the world, and as countries big and small, institutions weak and strong, and people safe and threatened, adjust to changing realities that you have been studying. There is much to be done. I trust that with leaders like you engaging in our problems, we can look to a future of understanding and prosperity across the globe. We are all happy and proud to send you into your chosen areas of professional lives. Great hopes go with you on your journey from here, and I know you will live up to them. But do remember that it is always important to take a step back and enjoy the ride too. And in that vein, I'd like to invite the graduates and their guests to the reception in the NHTSA building at 1740 Mass Avenue. Roger.
Family and guests. Family and guests, in respect for the 2013 graduates, remain in your seats until the faculty and graduates have left the hall. You may meet the graduates in the lobby or outside.